Hey， 大家好，欢迎来到我的新视频。Today I'm gonna be showing you 5 different mistakes that I have personally made in the past and that are probably also holding you back from making any more progress on your chest. So if you are interested in this topic, please stick around and let's go. Alright guys, let's move on to mistake number 1, and that is not having your shoulders retracted. So basically, this is a big mistake that many of you are making and that I have personally made in the past as well. When doing any chest exercise that requires you to place your back against a solid support like a bench, you want to push your shoulders back and down firmly against that bench and keep them that way for the entire duration of the set, whether it is on the concentric or eccentric phase of the lift. Avoid having your shoulders roll forward, as this will increase involvement of the front delts. Also, not having your shoulders retracted might lead you to lose stability, especially during the eccentric part of the lift, which might become very dangerous when having a big load of weight in front of you. Another important thing to mention is that retracting your scapula will naturally stretch your chest, leaving this muscle group more activated and ready to start the exercise. Mistake number 2, guys, having your elbows flare out way too much. This is another common mistake that I myself have struggled with in the past and currently see many people doing as well. When pressing a barbell or a dumbbell, you want to avoid having your elbows pointing out too far back and away from your body, as this could lead to a lot of damage to the rotator cuffs and might leave you with really bad shoulders. So my suggestion will be to bring your elbows a little closer to your body. Do not bring them in too much, as that will shift a lot of the work to your triceps. Now, during the eccentric phase or lowering of the weight, you will still have to do your best to keep them that way. At first, it might feel strange if you are not used to keeping your elbows that way, but believe me, in the short and especially the long run, this will be the right decision to make, as injuring your shoulders can leave us out of the gym for a long time. Alright guys, mistake number 3. Too much focus on barbell exercises. In my humble opinion, if you're not a power lifter and your main goal is to build muscle, then there is no reason for you to only stick to barbell presses. Many people feel that barbell press is the only way to build the chest and spend their whole or most of their chest day on some type of barbell bench press. Whether it is flat, decline or incline, that's all they do. Now, do not get me wrong, barbell press is an incredible exercise which has one of the highest pecs activation according to research, but I also find it limiting in a way that in some cases can generate muscle imbalances. I get a lot of people sending me messages about how their pecs are of different sizes. One big reason could be because of only relying on barbell and not doing any dumbbell or cable work. You see, a huge benefit of pressing dumbbells is that each pec has to individually work to lift the weight without any assistance from the opposite side, which is different to what happens when we do barbell press. On a barbell press, it's easier to generate uneven pecs because sometimes our strongest side might take control over the other. Also, when you start adding cable exercises such as chest crossovers, you are able to create a better range of motion, especially at the top of the rep when contracting the pecs. Being able to get your hands together can give you a better squeeze, generating more muscle activation through the shortening of the chest muscles, something that you cannot get with barbell press as your hands are fixed to the bar. Alright guys, we are doing mistake number 4 now, and that is giving up way too easily. Now, what I mean by giving up too easily is that a lot of people will only stick to single sets of chest exercises and decide to just leave it as that when they have completed a predetermined number of reps, even though in most cases they are still capable of doing some extra work that will benefit them. So for instance, if you are using the pec deck machine and you are doing a heavy set of 8 reps and then by the 7th rep you are finding it very difficult to keep going, then instead of stopping and taking a rest, you could immediately decrease the weight and continue with a few more reps. This way, you will make sure to keep your chest working for a longer period of time and harder without having to lift as heavy. And the last mistake for today, guys, is not doing any unilateral work. So before I mentioned that a lot of people suffer from uneven pec size and that doing cable or dumbbell exercises can help them overcome this problem. Well, unilateral work will also be of immense help to improve the size of your pecs individually. However, unilateral work is not only good for that, but to also increase the effectiveness of chest training, as certain exercises allow you to increase the range of motion and activation of the pecs. On this cable exercise, for instance, I am able to get a very good stretch at the bottom of the rep, helping me lengthen the pec muscles, and then a much more complete contraction at the top as I am able to go past the midline of my body, allowing me to shorten the muscles to a great extent. You can also try the single arm dumbbell press or even on the pec deck machine, which also works extremely well. So that was it for today, guys. I really hope you found this video useful, and if you did, don't forget to give me your thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much for your support, and I will see you guys next time.